Assume that thermometer readings are normally distributed with a mean of 0 degrees Celsius and a standard deviation of 1 degree Celsius. A thermometer is randomly selected and tested. For the case below, we want to draw a sketch and then find the probability of the reading, and the given values are in Celsius degrees. We want to find between 0.75 and 1.50. So the first thing we want to do is we want to be able to sketch that region. So let's go ahead and draw our bell curve. So we're going to draw our bell curve. Okay, and what do we know? We know that the mean is 0. Okay, and what we want to find is we want to find the values that are between, or the area or the probability that's between 0.75 and 1.50. So if we say that this value right here is estimated to be 0.75 because that value has to be to the right of 0, and then we're going to go ahead and then put 1.5 because that's greater than that value. So now what we're going to do is extend our lines, okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to shade that area because that's what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and shade that area. So here's the area that we're looking for, okay. All right, and now even though they don't denote it this way, it's probably something to take a look at for later on. We're going to say, okay, z-score 1 is equal to this, and we can say that this represents z-score 2, right? And that's our two z-scores, and then what we want to do is we want to find the area that's in between that. So we're going to write this out in this way. We want to find the probability, okay, of the value that of the z-scores that are in between 0.75, and that's less than or equal to z, which is then less than or equal to 1.50. That means that we want to find the area that's in between those two scores. Okay, so in order to do that, we're going to open up StatCrunch. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to open up StatCrunch here. Okay, and so again, we're going to go to Stat, Calculators, and then scroll all the way down to Normal Distribution. We know that our mean is 0 degrees Celsius. Our standard deviation is 1 degree Celsius, so we're using the standard normal distribution. Now we want to find the area or the probability that's in between. So we want to come up here and select between so that we can see that we're looking for values that are between. So now we're going to put in our value, which was the first value is 0.75, and then over here is 1.50. And now let's go ahead and select compute. Now we have our picture of what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and then copy this down so we can find out and write out our area, or in this case the probability. So round that to 4 decimal places. We get 0.1598. And so therefore that's going to represent the area here, 0.1598. So now let's answer our questions. Okay, so what we wanted to do is we wanted to first draw the sketch. So it looks like the first one, A, is showing that it's in between, so that represents the drawing that we just made. Okay, and now we're going to put in the area that we just found because we want to find the probability of getting a reading between 0.75 degrees Celsius and 1.5 degrees Celsius, and we determined that to be 0.1598. So this is going to be 0.1598. Check in our result, and there is our answer.